Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. In this video, I'm going to answer a question from the community. This guy's going to have an opportunity to win a plot of land in 2023. Drop your comments below. In this one, we're going to specifically answer a question around two things that he thinks are necessary in 2023, and I want to drop my comments. The first is staking SPS on player accounts in order to earn rewards in this game. It's a huge next step. It was promised in the white paper. Let's get it going. And the second is, what if we could burn our reward cards to levels beyond their cap? So commons usually go to 10. What if we could go to level 15 with the Pelacor Mercenary, and in so doing unlock newer, better, cooler skins? Purely aesthetic, non-monetary nature. Would some percentage of our population of the gamers in this game do that? And what would that do to the card supply and the price appreciation on these assets? Let's talk about it. Thanks, guys. Today, I want to read some comments and respond to a couple. There's one in particular that was around alternative options that we could do in 2023 that would really help Splinterlands, and there's two ideas in one comment. First of all, I'm going to be giving out a raffle ticket to this guy, so he has an opportunity to win a plot of land in 2023 from me. If you want to have an opportunity to win a plot of land for free, give me great ideas to create videos with, drop comments below, leave your IGN so I know how to document and track you and reward you if you should be the lucky winner. But let's get into the comment. Right here from Mura1HP, he goes, it's in response to my this morning video of 6 necessary steps in 2023 for Splinterlands. And he suggests stacked SPS. I think this means like stacked on one's account. One of the things about SPS is that we're supposed to be able to assign it to a given player, and that will translate to the ability for that player to earn rewards within the game. So you need, the theory is, and this is part of the SPS white paper, the idea is that in order to be able to earn rewards through Splinterlands, you're going to need a bag of SPS, and it's going to have to be staked on your account for your own like benefit. But one of the things about it is that we're supposed to be able to stake it on others. So if you like me and you think I'm pretty good at the game, maybe you're going to stake it on me, and you'll receive a certain proportion of my earned rewards, because you're investing almost. It's like you're backing my success. And in this way, players who maybe lack the funding to get the SPS bag, but have the talent to receive massive rewards and earn in a meaningful way, can still access that, can open that door. I love that idea. First of all, that's always been the intention for SPS. And he's saying, where is it? We got to get this going. That's for 2023 for him, one of the most important things. And I think that makes a ton of sense. And I've commented before on this, but I haven't actively, I guess, encouraged it, asked for it, and I didn't include it in my necessary steps video for 2023. I do agree. This would be a huge move in the right direction. If we had this happen, the translation would be SPS price appreciation, because people would need to acquire SPS, stop selling SPS, start staking SPS, and that locking up of liquidity should drive prices higher. That's great for us as holders, but also it's great for us as players, because you're earning SPS, and therefore the reward you're earning through brawls or tournaments or whatever else, through your loot chests and etc., are going to translate to more and more US dollar value, because the appreciation of the locked up supply. So I think he's right. First of all, it's been planned, it's expected, and it would be deeply helpful from a price appreciation standpoint. But also, it should curtail a lot of the concerns we've seen around bot farms, because if you got tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of accounts that you're running, and you're one of these massive bot farms that's accumulating all the reward cards, well, you're going to need SPS bags to actually support those accounts so that you can continue to farm. And I think while that's perhaps not like a silver bullet to ending what they could do, you have to admit that that would be an opportunity to essentially lock them into another part of our economy, not just the cards, but actually now SPS too. And then not just buy it, but then stake it so that you can continue to reward yourself, extracting those reward cards and etc. So I think it's a great idea, Mura. That's the first part of his idea. I can't say anything bad about it. He's right. One thing I've heard is that technically it is challenging. I don't understand why, but again, I'm not a blockchain coder. However the difficulty is, or whatever the barrier or hurdle there is, we need to overcome that. Mura is 100% right. That needs to happen. He goes on to say no more 10 million plus pack sales for new card collections. I'm not sure I 100% agree there. We'll have to see. He does say calculated stuff better than stabilization of the economy with players and scale it in later when new players come. So what he's saying in that third sentence is, let's be more thoughtful about how many packs we choose with Rebellion and with future pack iterations. I think that makes perfect sense. Let's be thoughtful. Let's do our best to understand the economy and the number of players here and the true demand before we arbitrarily pick a pack number. But I want to give the team credit and say that they were doing their best to do that in the last time when we issued Chaos Legion, when we issued Rift Watchers. This is a team of very smart people that are doing their best, and I don't know that any one of us would have picked a better number. So I think this makes a lot of sense, but I don't want to focus in on that because I feel as though that's a moving target. It's hard to understand. If we had to pick a new pack today and decide how many millions of packs, we could go woefully too few or super overshoot the mark again. I feel as though it's a guessing game. You just don't really know. And there's errors there's pitfalls on both sides. Whether you give too few packs or too many, both of them are problematic for the game. And I don't want to get into that, but let's carry on. He's got one more point here, and I think this is the last important point that I want to talk about from Mura's comment. He says, maybe make bigger level for cards with potential burning more cards for getting something like skins or more stats. And I've never thought of this, and I love this idea. This is going to be the framework for the thumbnail for this video. I think this is the most important suggestion he's offering. We've heard the staking SPS rewards comment from a lot of people. It has to happen. He's 100% right. We've heard people talk about how we got to be more careful with how many packs we release. I agree for the most part, but how do we figure that out exactly is going to be challenging. But this I've never heard before, and the only thing I've ever heard before is let's just get rid of them. There needs to be fewer of them, whether it's burning them or something. But this is like burning them in a way that will provide non-monetary benefits. And I could think of other ways, like what if you gave me skins for the Pelacor Mercenary, and you gave me the opportunity to burn copies of my Pelacor Mercenary to get to turn it, I don't know. What about if I could make them gold foil? What if I could burn something absurd? I don't know, 10,000 copies and turn it gold foil? Again, you'd really need to be careful about something like that, because what I'm describing now is actually a monetary option and a monetary benefit. But he said different color skins. He said different appearances, different things that are non-monetary. They're purely aesthetic. I think you would see some burning happening to acquire those assets. And that is one way to deal with an abundance of supply. And I think it makes a lot of sense, because you want to create these outs for the community, these desires, these pursuits, put them in front of us and give them the option to spend the money, but make them totally non-monetary. I don't mean more packs, I don't mean more things that earn. I don't mean more percentages on rewards. I mean things that are just beautiful, aesthetic, and see whether we buy them. I think we will. I think a good proportion of us, whether it's 10, 20, 30% of the community, will seek out these sorts of purely aesthetic benefits, whether it's titles for burning cards, whether it's different skins for certain reward cards to lower that supply. I think ultimately we don't have enough of each of these. I think you'll find in years to come, you're not going to have enough Pelacor Mercenaries. But currently there's such a saturation, and if you gave cool outs like that, I think you'd find that the community is going to take it. Not everybody, but some of us will take that out, and that's going to lead to a reduction of the supply, which is going to help in the long term that price appreciation also. So I think it's a great idea. And I think the only, limitation to that idea is really the staffing requirement involved in creating those skins. I don't know about the more stats side. Again, that would be almost a monetary benefit, because the more stats is going to, one, change the overpower nature of cards. It's going to change the power creep of the game. It's going to change the meta. It's going to change the value proposition of older cards, which we always want to be careful when we're building new value into an old asset. that we don't break it and now it suddenly goes shooting to the moon, or you crash the value of a certain card because you transform. The Pelacor Mercenary becomes such a powerful tank because it can be upgraded well beyond level 10, and then suddenly what happens, your other green tanks that are perhaps not rewards suffer, right? Like, you could picture the flesh golem. It can't be upgraded because it's not a reward card. It only goes to level 10, and you got a level 15 Pelacor Mercenary. You could see how that would potentially, if stats were involved, it would break the economy of old cards and the economy of new cards. But if it's purely aesthetic, I think you'll see that would succeed. I think enough people would desire it to the point where it would have an impact, and I love that idea. So yeah, I'm going to add Mira to the list of people who have an opportunity to earn a plot of land in 2023. And if you want that same opportunity, you can do a couple things. One, you can support my YouTube channel, and you do so by coming over to clicking on the community tab, and then you can just pick the join button and you find your favorite tier to get involved at. There's a variety of benefits at every level, some of which are, you can just check it out and see what you like. But everybody who supports my YouTube channel, for every month you support, will receive a raffle ticket toward a free plot of land. And people who give great ideas like Mira did today will also have that opportunity. He's going to get one raffle ticket. And sometime in 2023, we're going to give that away. So I hope you'll be here. I hope you'll like and subscribe along this journey through 2023. I'm excited. I hope you are too. Have an amazing day. God bless.